An update that is very important for my audience. Please, CBN since March 2024 released its circular on review of minimum capital requirement for commercial, merchant, and non-interest bank. Yes, it might sound new. It is not new, and if you don't know what this means, in the past you've been hearing of recapitalization. Yes, another one has come. Yeah, there was time it bank were recapitalized before now, and that even led to the fold up of several banks. What is recapitalization? There is certain deposit base that every commercial bank keeps with central bank to safeguard customers' funds. So at every point in time, if the CBN felt what they have is not enough, they want to increase that capital base of commercial banks. They want to recapitalize to increase the amount that those banks have to keep with Central Bank of Nigeria. That is what they mean by recapitalization. There's another one that was announced since 2024, and it is in progress right now. That is what I just read out to you. The Apex Bank increased the new minimum capital for commercial banks with international affiliation known as mega banks. For those banks that have international affiliation, their new capital base will be 500 billion naira. 500 billion, it has been increased to 500 billion naira. Commercial banks with national authorization, theirs has been increased to 200 billion naira. And commercial banks with regional license has been increased to 50 billion naira. Other include merchant banks, which their own has equally been increased to 50 billion naira. The non-interest bank with national license, 20 billion naira. Non-interest bank with regional license we now have 10 billion naira minimum capital with Central Bank of Nigeria. The 24th month timeline for compliance end March 31st, 2026. Yes, the compliance period will end March 31st, 2026. So banks are running around now to make sure they are able to raise their capital, their new capital base. Some of them are going into sales of shares to raise their capital base. Some of them are talking for merger and all the rest. Why it is important for you to know is that if you know the bank you are using is not a strong bank, their capital, go and find out their capital base. You don't have good capital base and you know they are not capable to raise this capital base, this increased capital base we are talking about. Probably they might not go down completely. They might be acquired by other banks who have this capital, and they will acquire them, or rather they merge depending on the capacity of both banks. So in that vein, it might be difficult a bit when that one is taking place for you to be able to get your fund. So if you know the bank you are using currently is not strong enough to raise this capital base, you think twice. You think twice and know what to do now before it is too late. That is why it's very important for me to notify my fans, my audience, so that they can act on it right now that is not yet time for the effect to take place. Please remember to share this information. Let it go viral and get to everybody. Comment, share, like, and most importantly, follow me for more important information like this. Thank you.